Welcome to Lady Lee Yoga. This is week 1, grounding of your autumn yoga journey. So I have with me Salem and Maleficent Moon. So if you've been longing for stillness, for stability, for just a way to feel grounded in the middle of changes around you, then this session is exactly what your soul brought you here to do today. For this yoga session, you will also need 2 blocks, a yoga blanket, or any blanket that you would like to use, or a big long towel that will also work. So for our towel for this session or yoga blanket, I had it all laid out and my assistants decided to sit on it. Come here. Yeah. So for your yoga blanket, you're going to want to spread it the length of like a yoga mat, and then you're going to want to fold it one time. You can either fold it 1 more time or 2 more times, but you want to make kind of like a long rope with your yoga blanket or your towel, and we will use that later on for one of our yoga poses. So you want to push it off to the side now. Before we begin, remember, if you continue to do this yoga session with us, you have agreed to everything that is in our privacy policy and our terms and conditions that is listed on our website. Those links are below. So let's get started. Our first pose for grounding into change, we're going to stand. And we're going to come into a mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart. And first we're going to start rocking back and forth, just finding where you want to rest those feet. We're going to lift the toes to the sky. The feet are feeling strong right now. Softly release the toes. Feel the toes connect with the earth. Then you're going to ground all 4 corners of the feet down into the earth. So find each corner of the foot. Make sure it's planted deep down. You feel connected. With each inhale, you're going to lengthen up through the body, up towards the sky. With each exhale, bring your awareness to the shoulders and just let them drop even more with each one of those exhales. Eyes are closed. Palms are forward. We're going to stand like a tree. Think of yourself in the early autumn season. It looks so beautiful. That crisp air, you can smell it. Everything is changing around you, but your roots are remaining grounded and steady. We'll take 5 deep breaths at your own pace. Just calming ourselves down, bringing ourselves to the moment. Vision whatever autumn scene you wish to have in your mind. And slowly open the eyes. Let's add a breathing technique to this, just so we bring the breath also to a steady pace, just like we've calmed the body. getting it ready for this yoga session. So we're going to inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. So we will begin. And if at any point you would like to go off on your own pace, feel fine to do that. Hands can be facing forward or at your heart. And we're going to inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And just start to breathe normally. Close the eyes. Breathe in that crisp air, wind. And when you're ready, slowly open the eyes. And I hope we balanced ourselves so that we feel ready to go. Our breath is balanced along with ourselves. And we're going to start with one of the most grounding poses I can think of for this class, which would be tree pose, to ground our feet into the earth. So you're going to lift one foot, place the heel above the ankle. You can leave it there the whole time. You can place it on the calf. Do not press it on the knee. Or you can bring it up on the thigh. Make sure the hip is not pushing out to the side. Body is up straight. Hands can be at the heart. Or your tree limbs can be way up high in the sky. We're going to balance like a tree. That wind is trying to sway as hard as it can. But we're steady because our roots are grounded down into earth. So you want to find a spot in front of you to zone in on. If you're brave, you can close your eyes. If you're very advanced. And just relax and breathe deep. That foot feels very powerful. If you ever need to stand where you need a hand against the wall or a chair, feel free to. Slowly bring that foot down and relax. We can sway back and forth, forward and back. And now you're going to switch feet. So the opposite foot, you're going to bring it up. You're going to rest the heel on the side of the ankle. You can stay here the whole time again, or it can be on the calf, right below the knee, not on the knee, or it can be up on the thigh. Make sure that your hip is in, it's not pressing out towards the side. Make sure your body is up straight, hands at heart, or branches up towards the sky. Find your sweet spot to stare down into in front of you. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths at your own pace. During this time, it's okay if you start to sway back and forth. You can think of it like life feels windy right now, but even with that wind, your roots can keep you steady and grounded. And as you feel that grounded feeling, it allows you to just be in the moment, in the present time, and you're feeling everything this pose is giving you at this moment. So you're going to softly start to release the foot. And we really grounded that strength in those feet and legs, just like those trees need to be strong in that autumn wind. And you can lift arms up to the sky, rock feet back and forth. We're going to take a warrior 2. So warrior 2 is not about force, it's about presence. Bringing yourself here, feeling rooted with those feet. You're unshakable, just like the earth beneath you. You become one with the earth. So you're going to step 1 foot out to the side. Toes are turned towards the front. Feet are going to get really wide. That front foot, you're going to softly bend the knee. This is where I like to move around and find where I like my legs and my feet in this pose. Your back foot is angled, so your legs feel strong. You want your hips to face forward. So I like to check them. Arms are out to the side. And look towards that front foot, the middle finger. You can close the eyes, whatever just brings you to the moment that you need to be. We're grounding our feet. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Relax the arms first. Slowly start to rise. Feet come forward. You're going to stay in this wide-legged stance because the opposite foot is going to turn, so your toes are forward. Start to bend that forward knee. And this is where you're going to move your legs, your feet, till you find that perfect spot. Check that the hips, you've turned them forward. First, while we're moving into this pose, hands can be at heart. When you're ready, stretch them out to the side. And you want to turn the face, looking straight at that middle finger. You can keep that gaze or you can close the eyes. For the next few moments, take deep breaths. Just notice how you're rooted really good right now into the earth. Your heart is open, just like you're open to change that occurs in your life. But those roots can keep you grounded, steady, calm. And slowly start to bring the hands down. Feet turn forward. Start to walk the feet in. And we're going to softly rest here for a moment. You can bend at the knee, side to side. We're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold. So those feet are still wide. This is where you might want to pause if you need the blocks. If you don't need blocks, that's fine. So your feet are in a wide stance. If you're going to use the blocks, you can place them in front of you, the tallest position, work your way down, whatever you are going to use. Make sure your hips are forward. Ground those feet into the earth. Inhale, arms up. Now you can either fold forward with the arms up. I like to place my fingers here to check my hip bones. And as I exhale, I like to push those hip bones back first. That guides me where I should be pushing the hips back first before anything else. As you come down, if you're using blocks, you can use them at any height. If you need to rest the head on those blocks, if you need one block, you can just move that block around, or you can rest the hands on the floor. Keep the back straight and slowly just keep folding down at the hips until you find your sweet spot. You can place your hands even on fists. Just rest forward. Bringing yourself to the moment. Find where this pose feels best for you. One last deep breath. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. You're going to start to bring the hands to the earth first, or your blocks. As you do that, you're going to softly work the feet in towards the center. Bend the knees, tuck the chin, softly lift up. Make sure the chin comes up last. We're going to move down again into a squat. So if you need blocks to sit on in this pose, grab those again. If not, we're going to plant those feet down deep. So if you're using blocks, we're going to place them behind us this time. So use in a standing position. And let's take hands at heart. Let's turn feet a little out towards the sides at first. As you exhale, slowly start to lower down to the earth. Take your time. You can work the legs and feet however you wish until you slowly come down. If you're using a block, you can sit on the block. You can sit on it at any height. Make sure that your elbows can push out at the knees to ground down. If you don't need the block, move your feet around until you find that perfect spot. Use the elbows to press the knees out to the side. Make sure that you feel like the tailbone, the sitting bones, is pointing down into earth. The tailbone's rooting down into the earth. And you just feel grounded. This pose feels like if you were a seed in the autumn time that has just worked its way down into the earth. It feels really secure and safe and supported by the soil around it. Just close your eyes, breathe in deep for a few moments. Make sure you found that deepest breath before we start to open the eyes. Start to move the fingers first. Then if you had a block underneath, you can remove it and slowly just come down to the earth. You're going to move towards the back of your yoga mat because the feet are going to stretch as far out to the side as possible. If you want to, you can also use a block for this pose. So you're going to keep your toes up towards the sky. And I just like to move side to side again till I find that sweet spot. Grounding is about slowing down, feeling yourself in the present moment. So when you feel that you have steadied your legs, your toes are up, slowly start to fold forward from the hips, walk the hands out. You might want to stop and stay just somewhere for a few moments. Take your time working your way forward. So if you're using a block, you can even use one underneath if you need to lift up higher. The forehead, hello Maleficent. The forehead can rest on the block. Make sure the toes are up towards the sky. Release the shoulders. Make sure the back is straight still. And the block can just be a very good support. It's lifting the earth up to you. And at any time you feel like you want to drop the block more down to earth, you can, if you feel that is comfortable. So you want to feel a nice stretch, but not a pain, of course. Find that deep breath again before we start to rise. Gently open your eyes. Push the tailbone back first as you start to slowly lift, pressing the hands down to earth to help you. Gently working your way up, chin is tucked until the very end, and you can softly lift the chin, moving the head around, the neck around, and just feel how straight your back is at this moment. Inhale, start to bring one foot in. Bring the other foot in. And slowly take hands to one side. You're going to turn, go to hands and knees. Now for this child's pose, you're going to make sure knees are out to the side, almost towards the edges of the mat or at the edge of the mat. Big toes are touching together. Again, I like to put my fingers right by the hip bones to tell the hips they need to go back first. And on the exhale, slowly start to push the hips back, lowering down towards those feet. If you need a block under the head, you can also use one here. That block has turned into a big piece of earth that is helping support us during this session. And of course, you can come down into child's pose, head rests to the earth, arms are out forward. Or if you needed that block, it can be at any height, as long as you feel that you can rest and just release down into the earth. So we're going to stay here and take 5 deep breaths. I like to get a very nice deep stretch during this pose. So I like to press the fingers and the arms down into the mat, activating them. And I like to press the tailbone back towards the toes. Find that really deep breath. Feel that you have slowly come inward. During autumn, we come in. We start to stay indoors more. Inhale, start to work the hands back towards the body, keeping the chin tucked towards the chest. And you can release and sit down on the mat. And we're going to bring our feet forward. So first we're going to come into supine twists. So you're going to gently come all the way down to the mat. You're going to bring knees into the chest. And just hug those knees as tight as they can go. When you're ready, you're going to take one hand, keep it on the side of the knees. Take the knees over to the side. Look up. Make sure that your back is in a straight line. You might have to lift and fix the hips. I like to keep my hand pressing down into those knees. It makes it feel a little better. Your hand is pressing down. You feel like your head's lengthening up above you. And the opposite arm stretches out to the side. You're going to turn your head so that it faces that stretched out arm. Press the shoulders down into the mat and just release, grounding down. Take one more deep breath. And turn the face back forward. Bring that arm in. Gently lift the knee up towards the sky, followed by the other one. Lift the hips so you can lay back on the earth and bring the knees into the chest. Close the eyes. Exhale, take knees out to the other side. Look up. If you're at an angle, just lift the hips, bring them back into their position. How more they need to be. Keep that hand pressing down into the knees, since this is a grounding session. Oh no. Can I twist you? There we go. Hello. So your opposite arm stretches out to the side, palm down towards the earth. Shoulders. Make sure they're connected and continuing to root down. You can lift the head and turn it towards that arm that's extended. Close the eyes as you're resting here and you breathe. Just feel as though that crisp, beautiful autumn air is moving into your ribs. filling the lungs. Has that beautiful autumn scent, helping you relax. You're going to take one deep breath. Slowly open the eyes. Bring the top knee back towards the sky. Other knee follows. Lift the hips. We're going to lift the chin up towards the knees for a moment. Sway the head back and forth. Then you're going to lean to one side and slowly come up. You're going to find that yoga blanket you made into a rope. Oh no, can I switch you blankets? Can you have this one? Can I switch you? Here, there's one right there. You're going to find... So I will face forward so you can see what we're doing. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together so that they're touching. You're going to take that long blanket, towel, keep your knees lifted, push your feet out, lay the blanket on top of the feet, pull each side underneath until you can bring them out. Now make sure the bottom of the feet are pressing together. I will turn back this way. I like to do this because it makes it feel as though your feet are secure. And we're going to move into a reclined bound angle. So you're going to make sure that's tight. And during reclined bound angle, if you need blocks to place under the knees to rest, you can use those there. Again, we're bringing earth up to you. So softly work your way back. Bounding the feet, to me, makes reclined bound angle so much more relaxing. You're going to bring the hands out to the side. Close the eyes. Just feel that body softening. As your eyes are closed, start to vision that you're in this beautiful autumn field. You can see the sun in its gorgeous gold color as it's starting to set. Feel that cool air blowing around you. Just feel as though it's wrapping you in this beautiful, soft, very velvety blanket. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. Now, I made this pose right before Shavasana in case some of you just wanted to stay here for Savasana. So if you want to stay in reclined bound angle with your feet bound, you can gladly stay in this pose. If you want to come into a regular Savasana, you're going to lift one knee up at a time. You can gently push the blanket away from you. And then gently move around your yoga mat till you find that your whole body can rest on it. Relax the feet out towards the side. Make sure palms are up towards the sky. And you can keep shifting around until you find where you are comfortable and relaxed. Eyes are closed. While you're here, you're just going to feel like the ground is holding you. Imagine that you're lying in this beautiful forest of maple trees with the red, the orange, the gold colors. You're breathing in that crisp autumn air. The air is flowing throughout the body, head to toe, making you one with the autumn season. Imagine that you're lying on a large blanket of those leaves that had fell from the trees. The leaves and the earth are supporting you. You feel nourishment coming up from those leaves. With each inhale, feel as though you're breathing strength up from the earth into the body and the mind. With each exhale, sink a little deeper into those gorgeous maple leaves. Just keep melting down into those leaves until you feel like you're not aware of the body anymore. You're so grounded that your mind is just present. And the body is so calm that it's just resting. Resting like the autumn season. You have nothing to worry at the moment, nothing to do. You are safe, supported, and secured. As I release you for the next 5 moments to rest, just imagine as you become one with this autumn season. Start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, move the ankles first. Start to lift the feet out of the blanket if you're still bound with the feet. Otherwise, start to bring the knees up, placing feet down onto the earth. Lifting the hips, rocking them back and forth, bending the arms, and slowly roll to one side. When you're ready, you can start to press the hand down into the earth and gently start to lift. Come to the center, set in whatever pose feels most relaxing for you. I'm going to bring your hands to your heart. Close the eyes. Let your sitting bones dig down into the earth and just start to vision a beautiful gold light in your mind. Vision it surrounding the whole body. It's that beautiful autumn gold color. It's shining bright. Letting that gold color feel like it's healing the body, the mind. And just let that feeling remind you you came to this session to find stillness. That stillness can be very powerful to you. It can give you strength and at the same time the calm feeling you need to slow down and rest. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, softly open the eyes. Remember throughout the day to pause and breathe. So thank you for joining us. When you sign up for the Autumn Yoga course, week 1 is grounding. This includes a free journal cover page, a grounding reflection self-care page, and a grounding coloring page featuring our studio cat.